on? What's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, and sometimes Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And it is Thursday, baby Friday. I can't wait. Y'all, I love y'all, but when this show is over, I'm out of here. I got to go see my grandson. So let's have fun and let's get to it. Okay, let's have fun and let's get to it. Exciting day, a lot of stuff going on, man. I got to talk about. My nephew is in the building. Comedian Derek Lane is in the building. Give me a thumbs up over there, nephew. I think 3 of y'all did it already. Y'all give me a thumb up. Belinda, what's going on? How you doing? Michael Smith, what's going on, man? What happened yesterday? I thought you were gonna do something yesterday. You didn't call and remind me. You know I'm getting old. But let's see what else I got. Let's see. Baby Friday. Let's talk to my starting 5 before I get there. I got on YouTube. No. On Facebook, we got Thaddeus Moody. We got Chris Charles. We got Monte Cora. Who else we got over there? We got my nephew, Derek Lane. He on both sites. Him and Thaddeus Moody. We got Reginald Simpson over there. And I see you, D. White. But on YouTube, who we got? Robert Young. Oh, Robert Young is in the building. Corey Willis, Jeremy Davis, D. Holcomb, Rod Wells, Eric Boone is in the building. My dude's in the building. I love to see when you guys in the building, cause they gonna keep it real with me. They gonna tell me when I mess up. But let's see where we're gonna go today. Hey Mindy, how you doing? Man, I forgot. I ain't gonna tell you. You know how people be saying, man, how to excuse. I just flat out forgot. I forgot when played me a little golf. Came home, dude. I had to pack, and Mike, you had to remind me. My bad. But I got to get out of here in a little bit. So it would have put me behind if I had hung out with you last night. It would have put. But happy birthday, Mike. But let me tell y'all something. I got a lot of stuff I want to share with y'all. But I'll wait a little bit. Because I want to share y'all some great things that happened last night. Let's see. I saw something. Hey, Tina, that's interesting. I want you to bring this up on your show. One time. I saw something last night. And I just want to share with y'all. It's, I read about Jim Crane, Mindy. And I apologize for Jim Crane. I was calling him cheap and all that kind of stuff. I apologize for that. He got a method to it. You can't tell no man how to spend his money, and he got one of these franchises. So I apologize because I read an article about it. And I'm gonna share it with y'all a little bit later. When I know better, I do better. And he got a method. He wants to do it lean, mean. He want to do it the cheap way. And I see you looking fresh and clean. Oh, this ain't what I wear on the plane, baby. Yeah, I have my plane outfit. Belinda. Yeah. No, I'm messing with you. What's up, Kurt? But Tina, I'm just trying to say, it's just a lot of stuff going on. I saw somewhere, Amin Al Hassan, former NBA executive, and he on talk shows sometime, he got podcasts sometime, and he said some stuff about the NBA. Y'all, I love the NBA. I love the NBA and the NFL, but the NBA is something that's near and dear because I love basketball. It's something near dear to my heart. So I'm always talking NBA. Some people are always talking football. You be football guys gonna talk football. Basketball guys gonna talk. And a lot of people think because I had a lot of football clients, but shit, I played basketball. Penny Hardaway, Michael Redd, Rashard Lewis were my clients. So some people just but they just think of Charles Woodson and Orlando Pace in Ty Law, but it's just it's unique. But he said something. Um, he said something. He said, "We're not the we're." He was talking about the NBA, and y'all let me know, Mindy. He said we're the only sport that continuously. He used a bad word, SHIT, on the current product, and says everything was better 20 years ago. Our sport, whatever reason, lives constantly in the past. He kind of went off on the media coverage, because they got to talking about Jeff Van Gundy, being fired. Okay, thank you, Thaddeus Moody. Thank you, Thaddeus Moody. Jeff Van Gundy, Mike, what's his name, Mark Jackson being fired, and people, and they was talking about how Jeff Van Gundy was so negative. Come across. See, y'all got to realize, I want y'all to do this to me. Oh, Chuck, it's Chuck. It gets wider than that, Chuck. Chuck, I just threw off some names, Chuck. But no, but Chuck, but Chris Walker always said, "How are you a basketball guy?" Duh. I mean, you're a football guy. Chris Walker, basketball, man. Basketball, dude. But he don't know. Sometimes people don't know. But I was just thinking about it, and just thinking about it. Mark Jackson being fired, they're replacing Mark Jackson. See, I don't listen to the commentators that much. I don't want y'all to not listen to me when I commentate the game, because I'm broadcasting the radio. You're not there. You can't see the game, so I have to bring the game to you. I ain't talking about that. I really turn the volume down, and I watch the game better. Everybody can't do that. That's the way I watch the game, because guess what? I understand the game better when they ain't talking. But them people been working together for 15 plus years, and guess what? People get fired. I understand it. But he was just talking about. I didn't know that the NBA didn't like had some things against Van Gundy because he's so negative about the NBA. He's so negative about the new players. He's so negative about them. I'm negative about them. And I don't try to be no old head. I just was able to see the commitment of the players long time ago, and I'm blessed enough to be in this era that I don't see the same commitment to it, right? And I want to share with some y'all. The people who are always talking about got a ring. You got to get. He ain't got no ring. He ain't got. Let me tell you something. Y'all, it ain't but 4,000 people, Chuck, have ever been in the NBA. And for y'all to call James Harden out of his name, I ain't never say he was great. I just said I like him. You don't have to like him. I ain't never tried to force him on neither one of y'all, ever. But I can't let y'all force y'all's opinion on me. I just never understood people like that. They constantly try to influence me to see it that way. I ain't never tried to influence you to see it my way. I just give you mine, and you don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to do it. Oh, I came to a great conclusion this week. Let me tell you something. My mind has been freed. I was free about people. I'm free from opinion of people. But I was just sitting there. I was just watching, and he said it. He said, "Our sport, we're the only sport that continuously SHIT on the current product and says everything was better 20 years ago." And y'all, let me tell you something. When you first get in that league, just gonna tell you something about the league. You're a journeyman player. All you trying to do is make enough money to retire your mama. That's what them guys be thinking. The guys that I know. And everybody talking about, but Robert, what about his legacy? What about your damn legacy? You know what they got a legacy of? Charles Barkley got a legacy of being in the NBA, being an all-star, being he might have didn't win no ring. What are you talking about? Go look up legacy. He won, ain't but 4,000 people that never did what he can do, he did. That's a legacy. Ain't that many people can say they're a millionaire. That's a legacy. Ain't too many people say they can give a hand down generational wealth to their families. That's a legacy, ladies and gentlemen. Not just locked in your little sports legacy where he ain't got no ring. Everybody ain't gonna get no ring. If that's the case, the ring wouldn't be valuable if everybody got a ring. You know, you're comparing guys with 5 rings to guys with 10 rings. Compare the guys with 5 with 5. You know, and y'all know these guys been, they've been talking to me. You know, and I was just thinking about what Amina has. It's a pleasure, man. It's a. I wish y'all really knew how hard it is. You know, that's why I always, I be telling people, my favorite thing is, man, he got a chance. I would never tell no kid he gonna be in the NBA. I said, boy, you got a chance to make you some money. You got a chance to make you some money. Shit, if you're good enough in high school, guess what? You can make some money in college. Now, that don't mean you're no pro. That ain't mean you're going to the league. You follow me? So, I trying to see where I'm gonna go first. I got so much. I think I'll go here. I was thinking about. I got 2 things I want to talk about the NBA today. And Dallas Cowboys. Where my Dallas Cowboys at? Is Chris Charles on here? Call all my Dallas Cowboys. Y'all text it down. Do me a favor. Text tag. Tell your friends right now. I got the seats. I got to check something. I got to talk about this first. So do me a favor. Text tag. Tell somebody. Text your Dallas Cowboy. Stay there, Tina. Text your Dallas Cowboy friends for me. I need to talk to them. I need to talk to them. They need to talk. Text the last 5 people to text you. Tell them that the Chop Shop is on right now. Tell them that you're only inviting them is because you care about their well-being, and the welfare of their family. Now, tell them, y'all got to help me. I saw something, man, and I'm trying to find it. It's trying to hide it from me. But Trayvon Diggs told Dak to shut your B.A. up to the quarterback. I might be wrong. I don't see somebody on that team telling Tom Brady, shut your B.A. up. Then, Shady McCoy, I don't like him. LaShawn McCoy, something about him I don't like, but he said something. He said Trayvon Diggs trash talking shows that he didn't respect him. Yo, you can't touch the quarterback. You don't say nothing. Do you think them kids up there saying that to Aaron Rodgers? Do you know what Travis Kelce or one of them offensive linemen would do if one of them defensive players said that to Mahomes? Tina, Paul Miranda. The man told Dak was throwing interceptions in practice, y'all, throwing in the double coverage in practice, and they were laughing at him. What's the boy name? Michael Parsons so damn wild. He break through the line and fell at Dak's feet. You never in friendly, we call friendly when you're practicing. Nobody should get near the quarterback. Y'all hold on 1 second. Yeah, I'm waiting on a. I'm sorry. Cedric, they ain't won in 25 years. Thank you. They ain't won in 25 years. Y'all got to talk to me. Why my Cowboy fans at y'all? Thank you, D. White. I know. Y'all got to talk to me. No, D, I was finna talk about something else, but that bothered me, man. D, I've been around this business for a long time, B. D. White and Dale Griggs. Chuck McGowan. Shut your B.A. up. Them fighting words. McCoy said, I played with Michael Vick, Tom Brady, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. Nobody on the team would even fix their lips to say something like that to the quarterback. Y'all got to understand, you can't win without the quarterback. Every team that wins got a good quarterback. Go back. Teams that win got quarterback. You got to have a quarterback, you got the GM right, you got to have the owner right. If you don't got them three right, ass ain't going to win in this NFL. What would make you tell the man? I can say, hey, man, you throw it this way, but shut your B.A. up. I don't expect Dak to fight. The offensive lineman should have fought. Dak looked at him and just threw the ball at him. Well, he threw the ball at him, but he threw it softly. Did I show that to y'all? I don't think I taped. I don't think y'all, Dallas Cowboy, y'all just talk to me. Share the show. I know y'all don't want nobody. Share the show. I'm just asking y'all because I see an accident waiting to happen. Jonathan Griffin. Let me see. Diggs got it. I don't think he has. Keith Avery. What? You don't say that to your quarterback, though, Keith. I know he just got that little money. He ain't got that money. Look at D says softly. Do they play each other this season? Dallas and Buffalo. I don't know. They were not playing with him, man. You don't tell nobody. Did y'all hear this man right here, man? Did y'all hear this man? You don't ever tell a man shut your... You better be ready to fight. Paul Miranda, I don't know where you from. You saying that to a man's face? Man, they been talking to that dude like that all the time, man. Ever since he didn't want to kneel, maybe. I hope that's when they did it like that. But I find that, hey, y'all might not find it so, Paul Randall, he gonna take up for him forever. But I don't mind. I ain't trying to tell you to take up for him. I'm trying to say that's odd. That's odd, man. That ain't playing with nobody. Oh, man, they were playing with him, poking fun of him. But Dak got in his feelings. Did y'all hear what that man just said? Dak has been told, you don't tell the quarterback what to do. The quarterback is the man on the team, man. Stephon Diggs ass can be replaced. I didn't get it, Kirk Collins. I didn't want to play it. I just didn't even want to play it. I ain't gonna even lie. I didn't even want to play it. This man, hold up. They talking about his ass trending right now. Stephen A. Smith says Dak is not that dude. I'm just going. Dak and I discussed what leadership is. Somebody. No, okay, no, that's gone. Hold up. They talking about it right now. They talking about it. I'm just going through my tweets. I hear all the Dak slander, but somebody please answer this question for me. Outside of, listen, he taking up for Dak. He's a Dak take-upper. Talking about that Acho dude. I don't like him that much. What's up? No, he worthy of the money. I don't never talk about. See, this is what killed me. Why y'all talking about somebody's money? What if he say you ain't worthy of the money you got? Or the money you make? Y'all got to be out your mind for talking about somebody's money. They paid it. He deserved it. Jerry Jones ain't worth that damn money to be on that damn big ass 222-foot yacht. I don't think Jerry Jones worth it. The money. I don't think it. How about that? I know y'all don't like for me to say that about, I don't say nothing about myself. I don't think Jerry Jones worth it. But Barry, but Barnes, Mr. Barnes, Darryl Barnes, you cannot like Dak. You cannot like anything, but you don't call your quarterback, tell him to shut the quarterback is the voice of the franchise. And you telling him to shut your BA up? Y'all got to be out y'all mind. Y'all too big of fans. Get the fan out of it. They talking about Dak, man. Polar Dak. I'm just going through the Dak stuff. I'm going through the Dak stuff, man. Hold up. And Dak said, it was just, I don't want to make such a big deal out of it when it was just the heat of the battle. Company man. I smacked. Okay. I got you. We talked to him. Dak looked at him. I'm looking at him. Dude just talking to him, man. He threw the ball at him. He said he think he would throw. Dude, I don't care how many interceptions he say he gonna throw. You don't talk to the quarterback like that, man. I told y'all, this is disrespect. You don't talk to the quarterback like that, man. But let me tell you something. I let this go by last week, and I want to share it with y'all so y'all can be up on it, so y'all can be the smartest people in the barbershop. I want to share it to you. Okay. I'm going to share it to you right quick. But let me see. Have y'all shared the show yet? Have anybody shared the show? Because I got some good for y'all right now. I got some good. Yes, y'all share it one more time. Did I share? Yeah. Yeah, I always share. Yeah, I did. Going back to the NBA. Going back to the NBA. Freight, Thaddeus Moody, Daryl Barnes. I can't believe y'all didn't brought this up. And if y'all have a subject and anybody want to call in, let me know. If I have a subject today, if y'all got a subject today y'all want to talk about, it's Thursday. Y'all got a subject, somebody got a pressing subject, put it on the screen. We can talk about it. You want to call in? Let me know. He said, so are you saying you wouldn't have a problem if Dak called Diggs that? Nope. I wouldn't. Good question. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. Quarterback might need to say, guess the quarterback is different. Trainer, if you don't have one of them, your ass ain't going to win. Nothing at all. Look at all the worst teams and look at their quarterback. Absolutely. Yes. Tom Brady done cussed everybody. Yes. But ain't nobody going. It's the position. It's the position. The position is more important than any position on the field. What? Trey, let me help you out, team. I put this up there, right? The other day. I used this little pie chart, right? I just drew it. The quarterback makes 35 to 40% of that whole pie. So the quarterback make more than one of them things right there. Everybody else has got to divvy up the rest. So the quarterback is bigger than one of them pieces there. Team. He could have told them, dude, shut up. It's the quarterback. It's a sacred position. Everybody can't play it. It's a hard position to play. You still, and maybe Paul Miranda, you will never understand. I don't know if you played team sports or not. I've been around a pro football team before, or any football team. The quarterback, it's the position. That's why everybody want to get, when you're a little kid, I want to be the quarterback. It's the position. I can't help it. That's who y'all gave y'all quarterback position to. That's who Jerry Jones wanted to be his quarterback. He's a big, but I ain't not one time have you said anything about Jerry Jones. He's a franchise quarterback. Let me let you understand. Hold on. Okay. Since you still don't understand because you started putting the ignorant ass comments up there. He's a franchise. Go look up franchise quarterback and tell you what that means. That's what Dak is. Dak, one of the highest paid players in the league. He gets 35% of this pie. And you come telling me about, forget Brady. Paul Miranda, I can't believe you don't understand what I'm talking about. Unless you're just being whatever. I don't care how many brother-in-laws you had in the league. Call your damn brother-in-laws, your two brother-in-laws, and ask them about that. And then come back and talk to me. Call them two damn brother-in-laws you got. See, I ain't got to call no goddamn about it because I've been lived it out for 30 years. I ain't got to call no damn brother-in-law. I done been out on the field. Back to what I'm saying. Sometimes, man, silence is good. You don't have to comment on everything. Call your brother-in-laws. I repeat. What's up there, Tony Broadway? I'm sorry, Tony. Golly. His dude can't never. Boy, I know his get on his damn wife nerve. He got to have a what baby? I emptied the garbage, but I didn't wash it out. I didn't wash it out because there was something in it. But all I'm trying to tell you is, Dale Griggs, because his brother-in-laws didn't get him this lesson. The quarterback is the most sacred position in the NFL. All you have to do is go around. And that's why everybody's trying to get him. That's why they paying him. The quarterback is such a sacred. I ain't got to calm down. This is my freaking show. You calm the hell down. Or shut the hell up. How about that? I quit typing. How about that? So, let me help y'all out. The quarterback is so sacred. They took I'm going to explain it to somebody else because somebody just ain't getting it. Let me explain it to the rest of the class because we got one person we're going to send to the office. Watch this. The quarterback is so sacred. It's so important that one owner went against all the other owners and gave a dude $230 million guaranteed that been accused of sexual assault 50-some women. And they said, I don't care nothing about them women. I'm finna sign Deshaun Watson. Jerry Jones gave Dak over $100 million guaranteed. That means you are the boss. And you got a look a cornerback who had a hard time getting in the league. Now he got his new deal. And he gonna come over and say, shut your BA up to the quarterback. And all I'm saying is, that just don't happen. But he threw some interceptions. They were just kidding with him. They were joking around with him. You don't joke with no man telling him to shut your bitch ass up. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Shut your BA up. You don't do that. You just don't do it. You don't do it. You just don't do it. Hatter done gone to tip where listening, but not him. Yes. That's all I'm trying to do is explain, and this dude got something else to say. Like yesterday, other day he came back with something, and I just said, and you know what I'm gonna do now? What? Let me get back to this, because this is more important, because he'll never get this. Maybe he'll get this. Just maybe. Let's get it. I got something to give you so you can go and argue with somebody else. What did people say? Argue with your mom. Leave me alone. Don't argue with your mama. Don't argue with me. Let me tell y'all something. And I failed to talk about this. The NBA sent a memo out. See that? Y'all watch me. Y'all watch it. The NBA sent a memo out to all 30 teams regarding Damian Lillard's trade request. And I'm talking to y'all about it because I'm going to take y'all behind the veil. Maybe somebody got 4 or 5, got some brother-in-laws in the NBA too. He got 2 brothers. Maybe somebody going to come over. Ask your brother-in-laws about this. It's called... I call this memo, Monte, the Miami only attachment in this memo. Watch this. Hey, watch this. Y'all watch this. I ain't trying to be funny, y'all. I'm being real. A recent media report stated that Damian Lillard's agent, okay, Aaron Goodwin, a brother, I know him well, cool dude to me, called multiple NBA teams to warn them against trading for Lillard because Lillard's only desired trade destination is Miami. Okay? All right? Y'all go out and follow me. Goodwin also made public comments indicating that Lillard would not fully perform the services called for under his player contract if traded to another team. Y'all follow me? Anybody with some brother-in-laws? Anybody with some brother-in-laws? Anybody else? Y'all listen to the whole story. Y'all form your opinion now. Sonya, form your opinion. Tina, I want my women. I want y'all to form your opinion right now. I'm just giving you the fact. I'm just giving it to you. Oh, Kendrick Lewis here. Oh, my God. Boom, I need you. Oh, my God. I got him and Paul Miranda the same day. Lord, I'm glad I prayed for this show. I know I said a couple of cuss words, but sometimes you told me you got to be profane to be profound. I apologize in the name of Jesus. Now let me get back. All right, here we go. Y'all, the NBA was not happy. They said, we interviewed Goodwin and Lillard and also spoke with several NBA teams to whom Goodwin spoke to. You got me? My mama used to curse, y'all. I tried not to, but boy, oh my God, the sweetest woman in the world, cuss you clean out. But he said, Dad Moody, I talked about boxing for 30 minutes. That dude went on the show. I'm not thinking about him no more. Let's bow our heads low. So here we go. Here we go now. Here we go. Monte, this is for you. Monte, you're going to be the smartest girl in the nail shop today. You're going to be the smartest lady in the nail shop. Watch this. All right. Well, where was I? He said he refused to play for him, all right? Said, indicate, let's see. Goodwin and Lillard affirmed to the NBA, just the NBA talking, to us that Lillard would fully perform the services called up under his player contract in any trade scenario. The relevant teams provided descriptions of their communications with Goodwin. They were mostly, though not entirely, consistent with the Goodwin statements to us. It's the NBA talking. So, maybe there was a little bit of poisoning of possible trades, and maybe not. Maybe. Because you see what they said. They said, that's just me talking right there. They said the conversations they had between the teams and Goodwin were mostly, though not entirely, consistent with each other's statements. So, all right. They said, we have advised Goodwin and Lillard that any further comments made privately to teams or publicly suggesting Lillard would not perform services called up under his contract in the event of a trade. I hope y'all see how important this is, because a friend of mine called me. He didn't understand this, and he into sports, and he's a sports guy, but he didn't understand the problem. And I hope he's watching today. I hope he's watching today, because I want him to hear this. Hey, Brandon, how you doing? Brandon, you're gonna be the smartest lady at the nail shop today. Brandon. All right. Now what he said. Let's see. He said if they did, they would subject Lillard to discipline by the NBA if they do this again. They say, we also advise the Players Association, which the players are governed under and the agents are governed under, to any similar comments by players or agents would be subject to disciplinary actions going forward. I'm waiting on a brother-in-law. He said, how your brother-in-law, right? Who your brother-in-law? Man, stop it. Uh, I'm trying to get this out, man. This boy crazy. Uh, he said, it does create a lot of questions for me. Brandy, Mindy, all the ladies, Tina. Tina, I know you're going to talk about this on your show. Watch this. I got questions. One of them is the NBA acknowledging that player empowerment has become a problem or a crisis? My answer is yes, about the problem, not a crisis. Listen to me, y'all. The NBA do not like public trade requests. This is documented. And based on this memo, the first of its kind, by the way, that's why I'm telling y'all, this stuff is history. That's the first time the NBA ever even said this. Which is why it's so very noteworthy. I'm giving y'all something the NBA never did today. I don't know if anybody else done talked about it. Some of y'all might already know about it. I know somebody got two brother-in-laws going to tell them about it. Let's get back to this. They don't like players abusing player empowerment. They don't mind you having power, but they don't want you to abuse it. And I believe that the NBA, listen to me now. This is me. This is Robert Abbott. I believe that the NBA believes that Damian Lillard and his agent, Aaron Goodwin, are guilty of abusing player empowerment. The NBA is not cracking down on player empowerment. They are cracking down on the abuse of player empowerment. You remember I told y'all something? Abuse is abnormal use of something. Some drugs are good, but then when you take too many of them, you done abuse them. Abnormal use. The NBA, they will start limiting the no trade clause. He don't have a no trade clause. Ain't but one person in the league got a no trade clause. They ain't limited in the no trade clause. Trey Phillips. Didn't nobody have it but Dame Lillard. They don't just give it's already limited. Dame Lillard don't have a no trade clause. Let me help you out, Trey. Will they start? No, they ain't gonna start limiting. They don't give them out. Dame Lillard just looked up and got him because they wanted to sign him so bad. He all they had. Dude, that's the last thing a team want to give you. A no trade clause. You got to have a team by the kisters, by the kahunas in order for them and Bradley Beal. No, Bradley Beal had it. I don't mean Dame. Bradley Beal was the only player. There you go, Charles. You know what? Thank you. Stop there, Charles. I'm going to come back to this. Don't nobody go nowhere because I'm coming right back to this because I'm going to give you how to get out of this. I'm going to give you something. Let me tell you something. I played a video the other day about this lady complaining about black businesses. They overcharge here. We overcharge here. They over this. They do this. They do this. But I had the owner of a restaurant and a cigar bar, Mimi's, New Orleans, Cafe, and Oyster Bar, and Cleopatra's. Came on in and said, let me tell you something. Robert, whenever one of the people that watch this show come into my establishment, I am going to immediately, they got to say the Chop Shop. They can't say Robert sent me. They can't say Robert Hatter sent me. You have to say the Chop Shop. He going to immediately give you an order of some of the best shrimp called a Mardi Gras shrimp ever, and I've been around the world, I ever ate in my life, called a Mardi Gras shrimp. Yes. When I walk in the door, I got to have some. This man said, not just for Saturday night for the fight, whenever. So guess what happened last night? A friend of mine left the golf course, went out there to eat on yesterday because it was steak night. Wednesday steak night. Let me tell you what they give on steak night. Since y'all talk about people overcharged. Quit going in their business then. I got one for you. Wednesday steak night. Start at 5 o'clock. 16-ounce ribeye. Loaded fried mashed potato. My dude said, man, I ain't never ate nothing like that before. Asparagus. He said asparagus was cooked at the right temperature. He said, because I like mine crisp. A glass of wine and a cigar for $45. And you mentioned the Chop Shop. You get the Mardi Gras shrimp. Tonight, Thursday night, ladies' night, $5 martinis all night long. Can play some dominoes if you want to. C. Post the address. Kedrick Lewis, do me a favor. Go to your computer or your phone and look up Mimi's. Mimi's. New Orleans Cafe and Oyster Bar. I'm doing a damn show. Look up Mimi's and Cleopatra's Cigar. Dude, you come on here and just go do something yourself. Go do something yourself. Okay? Please. Let me get back. But let me tell you what my partner and his wife told me last night. Post the address on there. My partner, he texted me. Y'all, let me tell you something. Where I put it? He said, Robert, I don't drink old fashions. I never had one in my life. But my woman and my sister-in-law got one. And I drunk theirs up. He said, I don't drink them. He said, I ain't never had a Hennessy margarita in my life. He said, Robert, I enjoyed the Hennessy margarita. He said, a young lady, my server name was Kay. She was unbelievable. She was knowledgeable about everything. Shout out to Kay. Put the address up there, man, for them, Charles. Please put the address up there. I'm trying to do a show. We got too many Paul Mirandas on the screen. Want to get their thing in. Yes. Guess what? Yeah, I forgot to take my meds. And I'm finna go get on a plane right after this and fly to California. So I'll be feeling a whole lot better. Because I'm going to be saying, look at California. Mimi, thank you, Charles. Put it on the screen. There you go. That's how many meds I'm going to be on. I'm going to be at Club Med. That's what I'm going to be, somewhere on the beach. How about that? But let me see, y'all. See, he can't help it. He got the can't help it. But let me talk about. And then, guess what they said? It was a little late. So all the desserts were gone because they cook everything fresh. They said, I wasn't there. The owner went in the kitchen and prepared them from scratch some beignets to take home with them. What restaurant in the world does that? If y'all find one, please tell me. You help me. Hold on. Did I tell y'all they gave some wine, glass of wine, and a cigar? $45. And this little woman came on TV. I don't know where was she at? Where's she at? See, I got to give y'all. This was she came on and said the other day. Hold on. I hit the wrong button. Here we go. I'm going to teach y'all today. Even with people like Paul. Watch this. Watch this.
But I love to see Black people doing good in Houston, but I think now it's to the point, it's like we're burning our people out financially with a certain lifestyle.
Oh, that's a good topic.
And I'm not catering. I don't like that. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with getting money.
And like, what the hell you worry about somebody else's lifestyle? Ain't nobody said nothing about your damn lifestyle. Why you worried about somebody else's lifestyle, number one? Okay, all right. Let me let her ass talk some more. Because the more I look at it, the more I'd be pissed off by what she's saying.
But it's our people, from what I can tell. You go out to our clubs. Like, I can go to an expensive 5-star restaurant. They not going to charge me 20% gratuity on me and my husband or me and my homegirl. I'm not going to pay. The valet is usually free when you pull up, as long as you're going to the restaurant. You know what I mean? Even if you go to a hookah lounge, you go to a classy hookah lounge, you're going to pay 25 to 30. So there's nothing wrong with.
Why? But I got a owner of a restaurant. We choose, y'all. There's choices and there are consequences. We can choose to go support the people who look out for us. But don't go out there saying, said Chop Shop. Don't go out there saying, Robert Adams sent me. Go set Chop Shop. All right, so let me get back. Let me get back to this Damon Lillard stuff. Because I know the women, I know Tina and them want to know. Tina, I ain't forgot. I put a footnote. Let me get back. But I got to tell you about Mimi, man. Man, when my people call me saying, Rob, it was this, it was this. They called me this morning with it. I said, what? They said it was just unbelievable. So guess what, y'all? We do have Black-owned restaurants that cater to everybody with first-class service. So you can listen to her crazy ass, or you can go out to Mimi's and Cleopatra. So back to her. Back to this. But let me tell y'all something. Let me get back. The NBA is cracking down. The NBA, I want to remind y'all, the NBA is not cracking down on player empowerment. They're cracking down on the abuse of player empowerment. Guess what, y'all? The memo was sent. Y'all heard the memo, right? But for me, from where I sit, who cares? Who cares? Thank you, masterminds. Thank you, man. Because I know you get it. You get it. You know why I said who cares about the memo? Because the damage is already done. This is why I say you finna be the smartest lady in the barbershop. A mastermind, you finna be the smartest dude in the barbershop. Let me show you why. Basically, what the league is saying is, after you've done everything and you call all these different teams saying don't trade for Damian Lillard and he's not playing for anyone else, he only want to go to Miami, now you're going to send out a memo that said don't call these teams and say that? Don't trade for Damian Lillard. He's playing for Miami. It's too late. It's too late. Dale Barnes, do me a favor. Keep your excuses. Belinda Jonica drove 56 miles from Dickinson to be there. So keep your excuses. It's all right. You don't have to go. Ain't nobody telling you to go right now. Go when you can, baby. Go when you can. You don't have to put that. I put it on the screen for you, but don't nobody else put that up there. That lady came 56 miles, and she'd have been back more than once. So let me get back to Damian Lillard. Y'all know you put it on the screen. I'm gonna say something about it. To people who don't know, y'all seeing something. That's why I'm putting it on the screen, because people on Facebook might say, what are I talking about? What are you talking about? So I got to get out of the habit of just putting whatever they say on the. Hold on. Let me put this, because y'all didn't see that on that side. I hope won't Paul Miranda to see this one. Thank you, Mastermind. Okay. All right. Let's get back, y'all. It's too late. What you send a memo out now? As Damian Lillard's representative, I've done my job. Now you saying if I say anything, but I don't need to say anything else. I said everything I need to say. Don't y'all ass draft him. He ain't gonna play with y'all's ass. Now, if they would have sent that memo at the beginning of free agency, at the beginning of the Lillard talks, and nipped it in the bud, but they didn't. Look where we are now. This months later. Do you think Damian Lillard want to play for anybody other than Miami? Somebody tell me. Do y'all think he want to play for anybody else? Do y'all, anybody? Listen to me, y'all. His representation did his job. The Goodwins do his job. Look him up, Aaron Goodwin. He's a brother. Represented Gary Payton. Been around a long time. You can send a memo after the fact. The damage is already done. The damage is. Boy, y'all, something wrong with y'all. If we're speaking as far as player empowerment is concerned, it's done. He done told y'all. You can try to pray for me if you want. See, he don't have a no trade clause. Is it going to change anything? The water's already been poisoned. Will we see another player ever pull a Dame? And in a Dame, I mean a player requesting with one team only attached to it. Yo, we've seen Kevin Durant make a trade request, and he had a list of preferred destinations. Phoenix and this team and this team. But Dame says only one team in his attachment. This is different. It's a bit unusual. I don't know if we can think of any other example of a player saying, I don't want to play for anyone else but this particular team. Help me out. Help me out, y'all. We've seen players say, if I'm traded to a particular place, I won't report and I won't be happy. Everything was in the writing. I was looking at the memo. So with this memo, the league sent out, what are they basically saying that you can't do? I hope y'all going looking up the memo. Are they basically saying that you can't be saying that you're not going to play for one team? Or in the memo, it also stated that you can't say, if you can't trade me to a certain place, I'm not going to report. Heard. Some people believe that the root and overall theme of the NBA's memo is more to Lillard's agent, Aaron Goodwin, than it is to Dame. Some people, Robert! You know how they be. Y'all don't know the. See, Paul Miranda, you don't know what I be getting. That's why I said, you want to call in? I got a call in line now. The NBA, they don't like public trade requests. Also, they don't like that one team thing. I want to go here. What I think really ticked the league off. Have anybody been thinking why I've been talking? I'm going to tell you what I think ticked them off. Was the report that Aaron Goodwin was poisoning potential deals to other teams because Goodwin's name is referenced in this memo 7 to 8 times. I think Goodwin's name come up more than Damian Lillard's name. I think that the number one thing that the NBA want to curb with this memo is agents circumventing other possible trades and poisoning the well to get players to one desired destination. Which that's what I want to do anyway. I want to do that, which is a very good productive representation. I want Herb Baker to go here because I know he gonna get that playoff money. I know he gonna go here. He gonna get those endorsement dollars. I want him to go here to play with this guy. Y'all remember I told y'all the story? How the Orlando Magic wanted Chris Webber instead of Penny? I told y'all. Look at that. He said it was mentioned 9 times in the memo. See, Kevin Frazier went and read the memo when y'all was at. I said 7, 8. I was off. But let me tell y'all something. Listen to me. I had a guy named Penny Hardaway. Y'all, he good now. But y'all, Penny ain't never won no championship in high school. Penny didn't win a championship in college. Penny didn't win a championship nowhere. They wanted Chris Webber. Shaq told them he need a power forward to get some of that heat off him. Because everybody be filing him, all that. Watch this. Watch this. So I said, I got to figure something out. That's when I talked to some people in LA, friend of mine in LA. They told me about this movie that Shaq was about to film called The Blue Chips. I didn't circumvent the system, but I wanted my client to go to this desired destination. I wanted him to go because I wanted him to be what? The next Kareem and the next Magic. So guess what? We got on the movie set. One of these days I'll tell you the story again. It's too long a story. But I got they wanted all the Mitchell Butler. They wanted somebody else to play Butch McRae's part. So I got Penny, a friend of mine, to hook Penny up with Nick Nolte and have a private reading without the studio knowing. Paramount didn't know this. He went over there and met Nick Nolte, and they conversed and read each other, read the movie, and immediately Nick Nolte said, "You're fucking bitch McRae." He called Bill Friedkin, the producer, the director. Next thing you know, they called, we negotiated. Y'all had to know. Y'all got to realize now, this was Penny's rookie season. Like all these guys, you working out and getting ready. You know what I told him? I said, look, basketball is his job. We just doing his movie. I didn't tell them why we doing the movie. And we wanted to do the movie with Shaq so we can what? Get closer to Shaq. Get closer to Shaq. That's what we was trying to do. Trying to get him. So every set across the country where we went, in Penny's contract, they had to fly out all the top talent, basketball players, so Penny can work out with them. Because what? Basketball is more important. The movie studios, you ask them and negotiate them with the right way, they give it to you. Because they want their stars to be comfortable. So everywhere we get, so we in there, Penny in there killing everybody. Shaq wasn't hooping at first. Shaq passed by there, he didn't want to hoop. Because he was a star. Penny wasn't a star. Shaq trailer was way bigger than Penny's. Never forget it. So we go, what else happened? We go, they in that coop. So everybody on the set saw Penny play. And so around the directors and everybody, guess what? Penny is the talk of the set. Man, y'all see Penny. Man, did y'all see this? Y'all see this? Penny. If anybody knows Shaq, y'all know Shaq ain't got, no, Shaq got, that's Superman. Shaq wanted in on some of that. So they got playing at each other. And guess what? The rest is history. Shaq got on that phone, called Miami, said, man, scratch Chris Rubble. We got to get this guy. The rest is history. We wanted him to go to the desired destination, which is very good and productive representation. I promise you, Damon Lillard is not mad at Aaron Goodwin at all. Now the league office mad at him because they don't want him doing this kind of thing. Maybe it's more about the agent than the player. But, ladies and gentlemen, the agent is only doing what the player asks. What if Kevin Frankman said, Robert, I want to go to Miami, man. Get me to Miami. Hell that. If Damon doesn't tell Aaron Goodwin, this is what, we're not having this conversation right now. It's player empowerment, not agent empowerment. Dame wanted to go to Miami. Who wouldn't? Dame stayed out there so they can give him all that money because he got to stay with that same team in order to get that big deal. Y'all, come on now. That's why they stay with them big teams. Like Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown talking that stuff about he better than Boston. Now he got Boston by the keisters. Dame wanted to play in Miami. So he tell his dude, handle that, man. Make that happen. Kevin Frankman said, handle that, Rob, for me. Make it happen. Listen to me. But everybody get mad and people mad at Portland. Because they saying Pat Riley trying to take advantage of a new Joe Cronin, the new GM. New president. Let me tell y'all something. It's not Portland's job to make Miami happy. This is a business deal. Let me repeat that. It's not an organization job to make another organization happy. It's business. They talking about he's not operating in good faith. What the hell you mean? In this business. Maybe Pat Riley not operating in good faith. Ain't nobody talking about Pat Riley. See, y'all ain't hearing this stuff. I'm hearing stuff. I'm taking y'all behind the curtain right now. So y'all excuse me because I'm hearing things. What if Miami wasn't negotiating with good faith? What if they came to a deal and just a bullshit, a crazy deal and said, Portland, you got to take it because I know Dame want to be here. I'm just speculating now. I'm just speculating. Speaking hypothetically. What if the Miami Heat? Tell my man here, it's all we getting. Came in with a lowball offer for Dame. And Portland drove Trail Bader's response. That's why it's taking so long. Y'all must not be serious. Y'all come with something else. I just wanted to share that with y'all because a lot of people don't know when these things happen. A lot of people don't know what's going on. Yeah, I'm checking this time now. Because listen, I love y'all. I'm going to see my baby. No, that's not tampering. What you mean? Explain to me what you mean tampering. Talk to me, Dad. Because I might have missed. I don't understand what you mean. Is that tampering? Is what tampering? Come on now. Come on now. We in class, man. Y'all can't be back there, man, with the dunce cap on your head. If you go ask, is that tampering? What I done talked, man, for 30 minutes. Is what tampering? So Hatter, when you were dealing with teams back in the day, did you feel like it was hard time to get deals done? No, man. No. It wasn't hard, Aaron. Aaron, this ain't hard. Only thing unique about behind the scenes making trade proposals. No, they ain't tampering. Free agency you can do that now. It's open. Tampering is when you doing it behind. It's free agency is open right now. That's not tampering. They ain't doing nothing behind those scenes. They just lowballed them. Miami probably said, "Look, man, we're gonna give you this little bit ass Tyler Hero, and that's it." And them folks said, "Man, you got to be in your mind. You better give me Jaime Jaquez and everybody." And I don't know. I'm not in it. No, but that's not tampering. That tampering is when you're doing stuff that tampering is when I come. I come and try to steal one of your players behind your back. That's tampering. I'm coming saying, "Look, Dwayne Wade, I need Jimmy Butler. I need you over here." I'm sending people to talk to. I meet Jimmy Butler over in Greece, and I'm trying to talk to him and say, "Hey, man, I want you to come on my." That's tampering. You can't tamper with other people's clients. That's what other people's players. It seemed the bigger the city, the name, the more problem. This is not really a problem, y'all. This not really a problem. The problem is, no, I'm sorry. The only problem is Dame want to go to one team. And that one team just ain't got nothing these people want. That's the problem. Robert Hatt, I'm going to send my guy Billy Gibson with the black. No, I'm good, baby. I'm good. It seems like the biggest city. Do you think they did this before free agency? No. Now, Dame and Jimmy might have talked, but that's not tampering. Long as Pat Riley don't talk to Dame, it's not tampering. Jimmy Butler can talk to Dame's mammy, Dame's girlfriend, Dame everybody. That's not tampering. Pat Riley, and guess what? Most executives ain't that damn dumb to go and talk to these people because all of these recording devices around. No, executives ain't trying to do that. I ain't saying he might not told Jimmy to go do it. It's not. If Mate want to get me on her team, she can call me all she want to. But Pat Riley, the GM, somebody in the front office, they can't mess with the player. I like them questions. Keep going, because I got another one I got to share with y'all. Anybody else? Anything else? Aaron, that was a good question. Keep going. Aaron, do you have a brother-in-law in the league? Aaron, do you have a brother-in-law in the league? Aaron, that's an inside joke if you weren't here earlier. Y'all who wasn't here earlier, y'all better make sure y'all go back in the beginning of the show. Me and Paul Miranda had a lot of fun. He just shut off on me now. But anybody? So that's it. So everybody understand that matter. So when you're at the barbershop, just play this tape back over again. So, hold on, let me see. That's what happened. The NBA sent a memo. They ain't never sent no memo out like this, y'all. They never sent a memo out like this saying, "Look here, man." But they sent it too late. Aaron, they sent the memo too late, man. The damage is done. The damage is done. You feel me? So, but then Then I saw something else, y'all. See, I'm staying in the league. I love this NBA. And hold up, y'all. Hold up. Hold up. I got something for you. Y'all still got to go. My guy got a wine tasting tomorrow night from 6 to 9 at the roof. Kevin Solomon. Go follow. Let me go back. Welcome back, y'all. I got to go back. I want to put that address back up there for Mimi's. I'm going to lock it in. Mimi's New Orleans Cafe and Oyster Bar. Who like oysters on this? Who like oysters on the feed? What do people got lost? Anything happened over the week that y'all want to talk about? Because I'm going to get into another topic. Anything over the week that y'all want to talk about? Because I got several. But if anybody, because I saw something, y'all, and we never really talked about it. And I got to give you, let me help you out a little bit too. I saw this. Let me give them a little prop. Because I can't stand them. The NCAA will soon offer college athletes 2 years of post-eligibility injury insurance coverage. The program will begin August 1st, 2024, and will be available for athletes on all 3 divisions, the NCAA Board of Governors said Wednesday. Y'all, they could have been doing this all the time. 100 years of taking advantage of these athletes. That's why I'm so vehemently don't like the NBA. The NCAA. It's what they've done to us. It's what they've done to these athletes. I'm not mad at them. I'm mad at the people who doing this to these athletes. And now they wait. Now they got to wait till next year. You follow? Now they got to wait till next year. So back to the NBA again. I saw this video. Have you heard any inside information about James Harden's situation? Let me tell you something. Tricky situation. Tricky situation. I feel that James Harden should have signed his extension when Kevin Durant signed his extension, and they were waiting on Kyrie to sign his extension. That's where the breakup came. Because when James didn't sign his extension, and Kevin Durant got mad, said, "Damn, I'm the only one opt in. I'm the only one signed the extension." And Kyrie didn't opt. James didn't opt in first, and then Kyrie didn't opt in, Jeremy. So that was the start of some friction right there, because all of them had agreed, hey man, all of us gonna opt in. I wish James had to opt in. He would have had more power than he have now. He opted out. He didn't. He just had to sign a 1 year, then another year option that he can opt in. And James could have became a free agent this year, but he didn't. So he opted in because I'm glad he didn't, because the way the market is right now, don't nobody seem like they want to pay that money for him. And he took a pay cut. Remember, they shaved off some of his salary last year. He did this so he can sign PJ Tucker and Daniel House to a deal, and thought he had a wink deal with Daryl Morey and management. Let me tell you something, players. Tell y'all something. It's players and it's management. Don't think they that cool with you ever. To my future players, to Junior, to these young guys, to y'all guys up there, you young guys up there, and that all you guys got drafted in Dallas. Management is not your friend, it's your business partner. They love your talent. They don't like your black ass. I'm telling you, they like your talent. Owner could give James a contract right now. They would have waited too late. Now he can't get an extension. Now he just out there for 1 year in limbo, trying to get traded to somebody who want to pay him. So that's what happened with James, man. How is there a reason why NFL give their players no trade clauses, but the NBA doesn't? It's not a reason. Don't nobody really want to give it. And they don't just give their players, y'all. No, you have to negotiate it. That means if I give you this, you got to give up something. See, y'all, these things are being negotiated. If I got to really, really want you to give you a no trade clause. I got to really, because really and truly, your no trade clause hurt the team. Because what? You can always say, I ain't gonna trade it. The team might want to trade you for this guy. Because this team, no, I ain't going there, so you're going to. So it's not good for the team. So teams don't just give them out to everybody. They just ain't handed out like candy. Bradley Beal got one because that's how he got a favorable deal. Because he had a no trade clause. Because he would have been in this same situation. No trade clauses are not just handed out, y'all. I'm just letting you know. Okay? All right. Let me get to this. I saw this and it made me think. I don't know if y'all was thinking about it, but I thought about it for you. I saw this. And back to Dame. Let me finish on this one. Now, we done with Dame. We done with Dame. I had a video to show you, but we're done with it. But I saw this. Watch this.
The play happened. I was going to grab a rebound. He came and grabbed it. I'm thinking he's going to just toss it to me and we run up court and I'm going to shoot the shot. And we all figured that would happen. And then when it didn't, I was kind of shocked. And then I was just like, oh, Dre, like, let me see that. You know what I'm saying?
What are you doing?
Like, what you doing? Then he turned it over. I'm like, I'm just so confused at that point because he never, ever did nothing like that before. And everybody on the bench was confused, too. And then we came back. Then I just heard him screaming. And I was like, hold up. He usually screaming when he come back to the bench. But what is he saying? Then he started going off. And I'm just like, maybe it's because I was, like, pissed that he didn't give me the rock.
Clay was pissed, too.
Clay
If you
was
look at the
pissed,
video,
too.
Clay pissed, too. Like, throw one of us the rock.
Yeah.
You know, you can't hit a house in the kitchen either.
And for him to say that type of to me, it just threw me for a loop. I just started isolating myself after that because I didn't feel like nobody really talked about it. It was just swept under the rug. And to me, it's just like, we can move past it, but let's all talk about it because that's a huge moment in this whole dynasty. The play happened.
Did y'all hear that? This 3 years after this. Did y'all hear that? We got to dissect that. But thank you, Sonya. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is why I love my people right here. She said, okay, Kat, they made arrangements to celebrate Mom's birthday this evening at Mimi's. This the kind of stuff that just, this the kind of stuff that made me happy. Sonya, please mention this Chop Shop. You can mention my name after the Chop Shop, but mention the Chop Shop first. No. Hey, y'all, watch this. Watch this. I disagree with you right here, Kevin Freidman. I see what you're saying. I always thought he was whiny. I always thought it, but I thought about this. Watch this, Kev. Kev, did you hear him? I'm going to play it again now because I want you to hear him. Because I'm finna break this thing down to you in a way ain't nobody done broke it down to you. But watch this now.
The play happened. I was going to grab a rebound. He came and grabbed it. I'm thinking he's going to just toss it to me and we run up court and I'm going to shoot the shot. And we all figured that would happen. And then when it didn't, I was kind of shocked. And then I was just like, oh, Dre, like, let me see that. You know what I'm saying?
What are you doing?
Like, what you doing? Then he turned it over. I'm like, I'm just so confused at that point because he never ever did nothing like that before. And everybody on the bench was confused too. And then we came back, then I just heard him screaming, and I was like, hold up. He usually screaming when he come back to the bench, but what is he saying? Then he started going off, and I'm just like, maybe it's because I was like pissed that he didn't get
He said he never did that before. Keep going.
the rock.
Clay was pissed too.
Clay
If you
was
look at the
pissed,
video,
too.
Clay pissed too. Like, throw one of us the rock.
Yeah.
You know, you can't hit a house in the kitchen either.
And for him to say that type of to me, it just threw me for a loop. I just started isolating myself after that because I didn't feel like nobody really talked about it. It was just swept under the rug. And to me, it's just like, we can move past it, but let's all talk about it because that's a huge moment in this whole dynasty. That play happened. I was going to grab a rebound.
Let me go. Shout out to Sonya Billingsley, her family. I wish I was in town tonight, Sonya. You know I'll be there with y'all tonight. Oh, my God. Let me tell you something. What's the night? Sonya, let me tell you what's the night. It's ladies' night tonight. $5 martinis all night long, Sonya. It's ladies' night tonight. Call your friends. Tell another friend. All the girls should meet up out there. All the Chop Shop ladies should meet out there tonight. All right. So, y'all watch this. He said it wasn't handled. It was swept under the rug. So I isolated myself. For a two-time champion, y'all hear me on this one, and a 2 times final MVP and a regular season MVP to say this, for him to say this, watch this. How do you think Jordan Poole felt? Not valued at all. And somebody asked me earlier, is Houston a good city? Houston is a great city for athletes. And I meant to answer that question for you. Houston is a great, brother. She said, the dirty are the Cosby. Look at her, the dirty. She thinks she grown. Let me get back to this. Steve Francis did Toronto the same thing. It wasn't Toronto. It was Vancouver, wasn't it? I don't know what Steve Francis. I don't know. Hold on. Let me see. Y'all. Let me see. What about if your client is a lottery pick and doesn't want to play for his team? What if Victor did that? Could his agent do the same? No. You got to go where you draft. Got to go where you draft. That's why they draft you. Really, if I had my way, nobody would get drafted. So y'all don't want to hear that. I'm going to get back to this. But if I had my way, nobody would get drafted. You just, everybody free agent. You don't want to hear about my way. Then we just play the best players. Because drafted means I own your rights. You got to come out here where I am, Negro. I own you. Eyes on you. I don't like that. I wish everybody was free agent. Then I can negotiate with you and we can become partners. Instead of you drafting me and owning my rights. Y'all ain't ready to hear that though. Here we go. Let me get back. That was a good question though. Whoever said that. Good question. Eli Manning just said he wasn't going to show up. Eli Manning, Corey Wimbledon, and Steve Francis, Corey, they wasn't the property of the NBA yet. They can say what the hell they want to. If I'm not in the NBA yet. I wasn't in the NFL. I can say I don't want to go there. But if the property already of the NBA, Damian Lillard got $450 million out of it. That's not the same, y'all. I'm trying to help y'all. John Elway was not the property of, he told him before he got drafted. If y'all draft me, I'm going to go play baseball. It's not the same. It's not the same. Come on now. Come on, y'all. I'm trying to take you to school, man. Y'all have been watching this Chop Shop too long. That's not the same. But good answers, though. I mean, good comments. But that's not the same. I don't want to play there. Don't draft me. That's before. I ain't got no rights to you yet. You ain't drafted. Your ass ain't in the NBA until you get drafted. You ain't in the NFL until you get drafted. You just old Corey Wimbledon over there by yourself. Then they draft you, they own your rights. Okay, here we go. Got something for you. Wait, okay. I told y'all. Kevin Durant was a 2-time NBA champion, 2 times finals MVP, got a regular season MVP. And he said this, I isolated myself. How do you think Jordan Poole felt? Not valued at all. If Kevin Durant didn't feel valued, it's Kevin Durant who I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin freaking Durant did not feel valued. Because, by the way, there was no discipline that followed what happened between he and Draymond Green. Maybe one game. If Kevin Durant was bothered by the way things played themselves out, and no one spoke on the way Draymond Green disrespected him, if Kevin Durant felt that way, how do you think Jordan Poole felt last season? Corey, do me a favor. Go do your research. And then come back. Let me finish this. I know you want to be right. Go do your research. Before he was drafted, I said, that deal was already done before he was drafted. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If you listen, I know you want to be right. Keep on being right. Go watch what happened before the draft and what happened before the Steve Francis draft. Now, all of y'all, if Kevin Durant felt that way, how do you think Jordan Poole felt last season? We can sit here and point the finger at Jordan Poole like all of us was. Man, he deserved it because he's cocky, you know. He didn't have such slick mouth. He got brand new when he got this contract. If Kevin Durant felt that Golden State didn't have his back, if this is how Kevin Durant felt, you can't sit here and point a finger at Jordan Poole for wanting to isolate himself from this, not want to shake this dude's hands. Because of the way Golden State chose to handle the situation with Draymond Green last year. Listen to me, y'all. Draymond Green runs this show out there. Why do you think Bob Myers, Executive of the Year, was going to get a raise and just quit? I don't know. He didn't like this shit. He didn't like this. Ain't nobody never talked about it. I've been waiting on somebody to talk about it. I've been waiting on somebody to talk about Everybody been getting on this little boy. Draymond runs the show at Golden State. Draymond verbally goes at Kevin Durant, who just won back-to-back. They just won back-to-back chips. You suspend him for only one game. To Kevin Durant's point, to think it was very important, he said, we can move past this, but we got to talk about it. All of us. Together. He said nobody never talked about it. It was swept under the rug. He said, we can move past this, but let's talk about it. Issues arise with co-workers, people on this feed, Paul Miranda, family members and friends. Issues arise. But if you don't talk about it, issues are going to mushroom into a deal breaker. If you talk about it, then you can vet the issues. But I thought about that, and I don't see people talking about it. So you know how I am. I said, Man, leave Paul Miranda alone, man. I was thinking about something. I think I end with this. I saw this, and I ain't talked about it all week. I've been holding it. Watch this.
The indictment actually talks about Trump literally making things up out of whole cloth, talking about dead voters, in Georgia, and then being explicitly told that that was not true. His own campaign staff saying that this was all made up stuff. The other things that's striking to me about this indictment, and I think the other thing that Republicans who are running for president don't want to acknowledge, is that if any one of these things had succeeded, we would be having an entirely different conversation. I think the Trump defense will hinge on this idea that it was just words and that the words are meaningless and that they don't hurt anybody because it's all politics. They can only do that because this stuff did not succeed. Had any of these plots succeeded, the fake electors, the effort to use Mike Pence to roll back the election results, the effort to install, officials into the DOJ to use the Justice Department to overturn election results, if any of those things had actually succeeded, we would be having a totally different conversation. It would have been, you would see in this document, Trump really being charged with trying to steal an election. And I think that would be even harder for Republicans to discount.
Unless he succeeded, of course.
DA Fannie Willis, Georgia, forwarded a recent threat her office received from a pro-Trump troll as the grand jury nears their decision. The email subject line, Fannie Willis, corrupt N-word. The email read in part, "You going to fail, you Jim Crow Democrat whore." U.S. District Judge appointed by Barack Obama, Tanya Chutkan, a black woman, will preside over former President Donald Trump for felony count indictment. If our ancestors Sally Hemings, Harry Tubman, Fannie Lou Hammond, Ella Baker, Ida B. Wells, Sojourner Truth could witness this. Listen to me. And I have to share this with y'all. There's something wrong with America when black men that are profiled and convicted can no longer vote, but a twice impeached white man, criminally indicted 3 times, can still run for president of the United States. So the judge assigned to Trump's case is a black woman, an Obama appointee. I couldn't get out this week without talking about this. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. They had some allegations in paragraph 11 of that indictment that I was reading. Offers to demonstrate that Trump knew his claims of election fraud were false. But they also double as clear evidence of his unfitness to serve as president, the refusal to accept evidence and counsel. Imagine if it was about the nuclear weapons. Y'all, how many minutes I got? I had to give you, because I hadn't given you nothing like this all week. You know, I've been sports. But some of us don't realize the graph. Some of us still playing politics. Some of us, wait till I tell y'all next week about your homeboy, Ice Cube. Don't listen to that dude, man. People mentioned this story a while back, and I think one of y'all texted it to me. One of y'all sent it to me. It was shocking to a number of us who realized just how extensive this situation had gotten. A black man was elected mayor in rural Alabama, but the white leaders wouldn't let him serve. I know y'all sent it. Some of y'all sent it to me. When I saw this story, and I got to finish this because I'm getting on a plane as soon as I finish this. Thank you, Trey Phillips. Trey Phillips, thank you. I'm glad you just put that on the... wait till I break that down next week. I got to do some more prayer on that one before I break that one down. Y'all, I'm going to just put it up there so y'all can be looking it up. By next week, we're going to talk about it. I want to hear what y'all got to say. I know I got some different views, but I want to hear what y'all got to say. But y'all got to hear this. When I saw this story about the black man who got elected mayor and the white leaders wouldn't let him serve, when I saw the story, I was like, no. Is this Mississippi Burning reboot? Like somebody wanted to exploit this topic? This could not be true. Especially in a town that's 85% black. A freelance journalist released this story. Thank God for the freelance journalists around the country. While I was digging, y'all know I'm gonna dig. Look at my man. Hold up. That boy Kevin Frankman, I love that dude, man. I love that dude. He already but watch this, y'all. While I was digging and looking at the lawsuit that was filed on the behalf of Patrick Braxton, the black man who ran for mayor in 2020. Initially, a few things stood out to me. Was the fact that this super small town in New Bern, Alabama, a predominantly black town, had never held an election. No one had ever recalled of an election for decades. So the position of mayor and town council members had been passed down as a hand-me-down from one white person to the next. That's why I can't have us being this dumb. Excuse me, being this ignorant. Ignorant means you don't know. I know I don't know much. But I feel like when I studied political science, having elections wasn't a requirement. My question was, is that legal in this town? To not have elections, but to simply pass power from friend to friend? What was the legal authority under which this was the model for this? To determine who is going to have the capacity to run the city. Ladies and gentlemen, I did some digging. There was no legal authority that they followed. Y'all hear me? It was just practice that the white folks in the town had created and decided to keep the tradition going. It's required to have elections. There's a law that you're supposed to have elections. Based on my conversation with political experts, folks in the town, this was an infringement on the residents' voting rights. It's an infringement. In a conversation with one of the black residents, her name is of the town, Miss Janice, which is 72. She's a 72-year-old elder, and she was asked, why haven't something like this been going? Why have it been going on so long? And she was like, to be honest, I got to be honest with you. This goes back to the Jim Crow South. She said it reminds her of her parents. They wasn't involved and engaged in any town affairs. Did y'all hear what I just said? Her mama, who didn't know nothing, passed down what she knew, nothing, to her. And y'all think I'm not going to pass this down to our young kids so they can see this on YouTube and get this and listen to this so nobody can never do them like that? If you got internet in Alabama, you got internet in wherever you at in a rural town, you need to know that elections, you got to have elections. Her parents said they wasn't involved and engaged in any town affairs. And most of the people, they're black. The white folks didn't want to deal with you, quote, unless you was working for them, unquote. That had been the attitude, y'all, in this town for years. So when the residents like Miss Janice wanted to be involved, they would try to attend a council meeting. She recalls the times being changed on them. The locations and the meetings changed at the last minute. She recalled one meeting when she had a chance to actually talk to one of the white leaders in the town. Mate, she wanted, Sonia, please talk to your mama. Y'all still got y'all mamas here. Please talk to them. She wanted to suggest a recreational facility and an arcade for the young children in Newborn. And the response from the white town leaders at the time was, oh, there's no white children in Newborn. So why should we do that? I think it speaks to the deep entrenched segregation, racism that has gone unchecked for so long. You know, a lot of people find it hard to believe that this is going on in 2022 because y'all in y'all nice little houses, y'all in y'all nice little comfort, y'all got y'all nice cars, and everything's all right here in Houston. They said no way that this town is 85% black. How could they let this happen? That's the language that we're hearing. Because for a lot of people, it seems unfathomable. It makes sense, y'all, that it happened in 1960. Makes a little sense that it happened in the 70s. But some people in the 80s, I don't know why, but it seems unfathomable to me for people to hear this is still happening in 2023. Why? Why would 85, and it's 85%, Kevin Fraven. I've talked to the people in the town. I don't care about what you done Googled. Why would the 85% of the black people in that town let this happen? What do y'all think is the appropriate way to respond to that question? Well, from the resident's perspective, it's been years of trying to be involved and trying to be engaged and years of trying to work with folks who actually don't want to work with it. They had tried to reach outside of the community, outreach programs, the law firms, state representatives, all the folks who are supposed to be there to support them, to figure out how to dismantle this system that has been ingrained for so long. But we can get in and cheer for games, all them black ass players on Alabama's team that's making that white man rich down there. And this city is near Tuscaloosa. They got to figure out how to dismantle this system, man. That has been ingrained for so long. No one wanted to help them. There are a lot of elders in this community that said that they've been trying, but now they just so disengaged and don't scared to a point that they don't even have the energy to fight. And the beautiful part is that you do have people like Patrick Braxton and his selected council. They like, no. This has gone on for too long. No more, we're pushing forward. And that's essentially was one of the reasons he decided to run for mayor in 2020. Because of the years of white leaders and white leadership dismissing the needs of the black community and not responding to their needs. For example, let me give you an example before you go, Belinda. Got to know this. One of the challenges, one of the issues that came to a head in 2022, in the year of the pandemic, the town received federal relief funds to ensure that the residents were able to get items, masks, disinfectants, food, and stuff like that, and all of these things that to help them mitigate the virus. The white leadership decided not to distribute those items to the black residents in the town. Patrick Basson said he had to travel 20 miles to Greensboro to get the help and support. To not only get food, but also items to distribute to the residents in the town. It speaks to the outright refusal to want to help black people in this town. And we are seeing outright refusal in other arenas. We're seeing outright refusals to allow teachers to teach. We're seeing outright refusals to allow children to have books in libraries. Outright refusals to expand health care and Medicare for people who need it. It's just outright refusal to uphold a law in a way that is equitable. Part of what we're grappling with in terms of the difficulty of understanding the situation is this day and age, the idea you file a complaint and you get people on the phone so you can complain to them. The idea that people can just say, I hear your complaint. I know you want, ain't no white kids here. I ain't doing nothing. And the answer is no, I don't care. Is it a violation of the law? Absolutely. I don't care about the law. That's what they're saying in Alabama. And we don't really have an infrastructure for grappling with what looked like when people in power have gotten that power due to racist distribution of access. And they simply refuse to be equitable in the administration of the law. And that has happened repeatedly throughout history. And we are used to integrating the integration model that says file a complaint, the Department of Justice will come in and it will resolve it and we will be fine. But we are now seeing that the Department of Justice don't have the resources to handle all of these situations. Outright refusal to adhere to the rights that we have, quite frankly, have undermined black people's efforts for centuries. And it feels like we're right in this space again. I hope y'all are looking at this stuff. There is a long history of resistance to black leadership, especially political leadership. That's why I wanted you to vote for Terry Chinko. Thank you, and send money to his campaign. Thank you, Belinda Jonica. I remember you were. I'm going to put it across the screen. White people want to continue to hold all that power. Ted Cruz wished this young kid wasn't born. And our job is to make sure he was born for such a time as this. Alabama is no stranger, y'all, to this, even pointing to the recent example of the Supreme Court. And guess what? I'm going to stop there. You remember they told I'm stop here. They told the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court told them, hey man, redraw these district maps. I need 2 black districts. These folks in Alabama told the Supreme Court, man, hell with you. But ladies and gentlemen, I got to get out of here. I'll see y'all not on Monday. Jimmy gonna be there on Monday. Y'all gonna have Jimmy on Monday. I'll see y'all on Tuesday because I'm gonna probably be leaving. I'm gonna probably be flying out on Tuesday, but not gonna take the golf clubs, not this time, man. I'm going straight to see my younger man and hang out with him. So I'm out of here. Thank y'all so much for this week. But I'll see y'all next week. I'm out. Bye.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live.